3, 2, all right. We live. I'm Michael from the Mike Talk Shop. We're gonna get started here in a second, go live. I just wanna give it enough time to get people in the room to join us. I'm gonna talk to you about TikTok's Creator Reward Program and affiliate marketing. And my boy Will here is gonna talk to you about the real estate stuff. So this is gonna be a great podcast for both of us. Stay tuned. Hold on, we'll give it about another minute. Will, you wanna say something before we get started?
Yeah, we're just gonna hop back in. My name's Will Garner. I am the broker and builder for New Century Advisors based out of the Houston area. I have a YouTube channel called Global Property Passport, and you can also find a copy of my book online at sportygarner.com. That's SPORTY Garner.com. It's about how to flip homes in the tech age and hack your way to real estate success. So we have a lot of good things going. I'm excited to be here.
Most definitely.
We tried to run a few minutes ago, but my DJI gimbal died on me. That's the one thing about the DJI. The gimbal, you have to charge it, or otherwise it literally will die on you mid-shoot. And
that's the reality of being live, man. Live TV, man, anything can happen. So yeah, we were live and we're getting started, but that's okay. You guys gonna get to hear the same content over if you followed us on the last live. But Will, and again, let me introduce myself. I'm Michael. I'm here out of Dallas. I do content creation and I also do the affiliate marketing for TikTok. I've been doing this about 3 months now, but Will, how did you and I come together? I know we've been knowing each other for a little while, but what about today's event together?
yeah, so our boys both play select baseball. Like I said, they're some of the top baseball players in the country, both USA baseball kids. So we're here for a baseball tournament.
Most definitely.
Been knowing Michael for a while now. We've been taught, I see him all the time. He's always got all his camera stuff at the games and stuff, and I'm bringing my cameras to the game and taking pictures and stuff. And so we just started talking about like some of the stuff that we
didn't even know he was on TikTok. He didn't know I was doing TikTok.
Didn't even know. And so it just kind of put our minds together and just we're here for a tournament. And I just thought this would be an amazing opportunity to talk about some of the stuff that I do with social media and a lot of stuff that you're doing with social media. And a lot of people want information on how to, grow their social media brand, especially like in the real estate. Me being a broker, I work with a lot of agents, and it's surprising. I have, especially my new agents, they always ask, what do I know about TikTok or Instagram? They're trying to learn.
Right.
And so I just think it's really interesting. Mike has a wealth of knowledge on growing in TikTok, and so I'm here to pick your brain to figure out how to grow as a TikTok influencer. So tell me, what have you seen so far? What's helped you be successful with your growth?
Well, one of the things that TikTok is, it is unlike any of the other platforms. It is an engagement platform. If you can go on the book and the gram, and you can just post content, and it'll pick up traction. And if people like it or make comments, it's okay. But on TikTok, you have to engage with the content. So I learned that was a big learning curve for me. The other one is I didn't know that you have to post every single day. There are content creators that say post 3 times a day, some say 10 times a day. And it doesn't matter if your videos take off or not, because when you do have that 1 or 2 videos that take off, all those other ones are gonna grow traction because people are gonna wanna see all of your content.
Right.
So there's 2 elements to make money on TikTok. There's the Creator Rewards Program, where you get paid just making videos on a daily basis, and that'll even help you in the real estate. And the other one is once you reach so many followers, then you can also do the affiliate marketing. That means that if you sell something from the TikTok shop, that program, then you'll earn a commission on that. And it just depends on the product. It could be 10%, 30%, just depending on what that TikTok shop manufacturer is offering for that commission.
Right.
But the big thing that I've learned about TikTok, being an artificial intelligence platform, it measures everything you're doing, including this live right now. I mean, if I say something contrary to what the AI wants, like if I talk about that big old other platform, where you buy goods from, the one that's like in the forest, I can't say the name of it, but the big one. If I say that on here, TikTok will flag that. So you have to be careful with what you say. So being AI, it picks up on the sound quality. See, if you notice, we both have mics. A lot of people, including myself, when I started out, I was only using the microphone from the camera. TikTok didn't like that. So once we invested in mics, that helps.
Definitely. Yeah, so this is the DJI Mic Mini, and you can actually pick this up in Mike's TikTok shop.
TikTok on the affiliate shop, yeah.
So you'll find it.
I'll post it. In fact, everything that I talk about, whether it be live or my videos, I will put a link in it. And I could have done it for this one here, but right now we just want to give y'all the wealth of knowledge, because one thing about Will and myself, we are not gatekeepers. Meaning that if we get some new information, first thing we're going to do is come to TikTok and share it. We want you guys to do the same thing.
Definitely, yeah, and that's a mindset that that has to be in you, because with me, I believe that knowledge is reciprocal, and there are people who are already making millions of dollars for it. So it's not like it's a hidden secret. So we're just, as we're learning things, that's why I'm constantly bringing content out, whether it's real estate based. I'm also into trading as well. We have I own several Airbnb properties here in the Houston area, and I've made a lot of great money with Airbnb. So, even if you go to my website, you can find the link to my Airbnb course where I break down the steps of Airbnb. And so for me, when, I was sitting here talking with Michael, and he's, last night, he's been gracious enough to open up his home to myself
anytime.
And my boys. They're still upstairs getting ready. They have a game today. We were sitting here talking, and it just blew my mind what you showed me about, like, the TikTok shop where you're able to sell, the additional products. And so to me, I'm kind of like, okay, how do I vertically integrate my brand? So if I'm in real estate, some other products that I can plug in that go along with what I'm doing with my brand? Because I know even like, let's say like you with YouTube and other channels, they kind of drive more traffic to you when you kind of stay on subject and you're delivering that quality content that's in line with what you're trying to brand, right? Have you noticed that in TikTok as well?
Yeah, with TikTok, I notice people, they say, hey, stick within your niche, or have your particular niche, like yours may be real estate. If a person is doing content on gardening, stick within that niche. Now, me, I'm a young creator. I call myself just a small content creator right now. But so I haven't really defined my particular niche, but I do notice that when you do stick with the niche topics, whether it be comedy, whether it be, in your case, real estate, if you use the right keywords, and we're going to talk about SEOs, using those right keywords and your voice matches, that TikTok, the AI, will gravitate and push your content. Because I hear people say, TikTok don't push my content. TikTok don't even know you. TikTok don't care nothing. TikTok is taking the keywords that you use, the words that you're using out of your mouth, and they're saying, hey, people want to hear about this. People are searching about real estate, and that's how they push it out, Will.
Gotcha.
So here's some basic things that you have to do on TikTok that you don't have to do on the other platforms, and people mistake this. One, you gotta watch the videos to their entirety. I mean, I know we're in a short attention span where people will scroll on you in a minute, and I get that. So you have to watch the video to its entirety. And after the video's over, you have to engage with it by hit the share button. You don't have to share it, just hit the copy the link, and then you add it to your favorites, and then you put a 4 to 5 word comment. No emojis, okay? Because that's what BOTs do, okay? And the TikTok thinks that you're a BOT, they will shadow ban you, and your videos won't push. And then the last thing, you have to like the video, because it's all based on a point system. So people think that the video isn't being pushed because they made a bad video. It could be a good video, but if they aren't engaging and watching the videos completely through, then the AI thinks that you're a bot. And
you're saying like if somebody posts their own content, they need to watch their own video to its entirety.
Or no, they need to watch other people's videos to the entirety. So they want you to not only post your content, but they want you to go and watch other content. Like if you're doing real estate, right?
Yeah.
So you can go in the search bar and type in real estate videos, and you'll get a whole list of other real estate videos. But you got to watch those other people's videos to its entirety, and then do the engagement. That's how your videos will pop.
Gotcha.
Okay, so make sure that whatever your niche is, whatever you're trying to do, like I did a video that, hey, I want to go viral. Well, what I had to go do is first go watch viral videos. I typed that in, and you're telling the algorithm, you're training the algorithm that says, hey, you want to go viral, or hey, you want to push real estate videos, and that's how it'll push it out. Now, it's not overnight. I know a lot of people who they think that they can scam the AI, they think they can trick it and do all of that. You can't. It's a multi-billion-dollar AI platform. You're not going to trick the platform. You're not going to be a hood, doing a hood scam on TikTok. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know.
Trying to get over.
I know people who try to take other people's videos and change it a little bit up. The AI, every video that you upload, it is uploaded in the content, and the algorithm says, I've seen this video before, and I know that's it. So any type of tricks or scams, and there's plenty of them out there. I've seen videos, hey, if you do this here, and use your same video, you can do this here, change your username and do all that. TikTok, trust me.
They know.
They know.
So basically what you're saying is TikTok and in all these social media platforms, they're rewarding you for having creative content, delivering something to the community and having some organic content from your own brain, not somebody else's brain, right?
Yeah, right.
You know,
right. Yeah, unless you're doing something like a duet or something, because there are videos on there where you can do a duet or you can use someone's sound, but it has to be your own content using that. So they will allow you to do that. Like I did one, check my profile, where I did one where I was sleepy and I couldn't go to sleep. Well, I used someone else's sound because TikTok will let you do that. But it has to be my own creative video because there's multiple videos that people have done using that sound, but it's my own take on that.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Now, if I took your video, your real estate video, and I just changed it and put my headline on it, TikTok's gonna say, no.
Gotcha.
No, but you can use others because it has a button on there, use sound. And if you use sound, then it pops up a recording for you to record using that sound. So
understandable.
So basically you're almost like duplicating that sound, but using your own original content. And we'll set it right, perfectly. TikTok wants organically new, fresh content from every content creator. Okay? That's how they grow. That's what makes them different from the other platforms. And if you notice, over the years, since TikTok has been around since 2020, but they've been around since 2017, but when they really took off was during COVID, all of the other platforms started kind of mimicking them. The short reels, the short videos, because I mentioned monetization. The way that you make money on TikTok is 1-minute videos. Now you have to have 10,000 followers to be able to monetize. But until you get 10,000 followers, you do short reel videos. Like my videos, I do some 15-second reels. I was telling Will about one I did the other day. It was a 15-second video. I just panned my backyard. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything special. And I got almost 4,700 views.
Wow.
Under a 15-second video.
Right.
So you want to, when you're new and you try to get out there, short videos are okay.
Right. So let me tell you guys what our setup is, and that's so interesting that he's talked about that. So we're actually going live on Mike's phone.
Yep.
Right here. And this is how simple this can be. Going live on his phone, he's got a tripod set up, and right on this camera, which is my phone, I'm recording the whole podcast.
Right.
And so I have it on a landscape view here. He's got a portrait view there. So what I'm going to do, and this is like my tips and secrets of what I do. I'll take this content from here, and I actually utilize Filmora to edit it.
Right.
We'll edit in Filmora, put a nice intro, put an outro, add some additional, outtakes, some funny stuff to it. And then once I do that, I'll have that long content that I'll upload to my YouTube channel.
Right.
From there, we'll take that long content and I'll put, Formora's got a really cool program where I can take that content, pass it back in there, and it'll chop up, and the AI will find sequences of nice short content.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'll download that. I'll say, okay, here you go, Mike. Here go 10 to 15 reels.
Right.
He can now upload to his TikTok. I can upload to my TikTok different variations.
Yeah.
And this is still now organic, original content that we're able to utilize just from one piece. And this is something simple you can do. You know, a lot of us sit down with, you know, friends and we talk about everything from business ideas and strategize. And that's, you know, what I've changed my whole business plan to where I'm really trying to engage and build a culture with entrepreneurs who are like-minded, who say, hey man, you know, I'm doing this positive over here. Somebody's doing this, whether they, you know, I did a podcast with Melinda Bellinger. She's a mortgage broker in the Houston area, or Catalina. Right. She's a transformation coach. And so everybody has all these different jewels that they can bring to the table. And we're building a community of entrepreneurs who, you know, really have the same goal in mind. You know, it's like I tell my son all the time, like, you know, you either got to fly with the eagles or you're going to cluck with the chickens over here. So you got to pick and choose who you make your circle with.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. We have a circle of entrepreneurs that we're growing, and this brother here is doing some amazing things with TikTok that just blew my mind away. Like even what he was saying about the video has to be longer than 60 seconds for you to monetize it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. And let me say this here, guys. You know, the hardest thing about TikTok is, y'all want to know? I need y'all to really pay attention. Listen, the hardest thing about TikTok is you getting started. That's it. That is. Hey man, let me tell you something. It don't matter if you have good content or not good content. The thing about it is post it, okay? It doesn't matter. Or someone told me when I first started, or a content creator, I said, man, my video hadn't got no views. And you know what they told me? No one knows who you are. It doesn't matter if it's bad or not.
Right.
You have to get started and do it. So it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing or if you don't record right. If you go back through and scroll through my first videos, they're horrid. They're as Chuck would say, terrible. They were terrible. But that's okay, because you know what? I'm not a famous content creator. But what I was doing is building confidence and getting started. So don't worry, everything is around you. Will and I were talking about this. That's how we came up to doing this morning.
Yeah.
Everything you do is content. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to be right. Just do it, okay?
Yeah, just do it. And and Chuck, man, you know, Chuck was talking about Galveston. I love Galveston. My beach house is in Galveston. I was in Galveston like once a week. That's my little happy place. And I just sat there a few weeks ago. I was sitting there on the beach. I was like, what's Charles Barkley talking about?
He's talking about the beach. He's talking about the beach.
The beach is nice. People, the sand is it's nice. You have. Yeah. It's beautiful out there, man. I don't know.
Chuck is wrong. I don't know if this video will ever get to Chuck, but you know what I do whenever I do live the video, something else I do is I tag celebrities.
Do you really?
Oh, hell yeah. Like, I got a video in there. Y'all got to check it out. Go through and look at mine. People started commenting or asking me if I was Charlie Wilson or related to him. People say that I look like Charlie Wilson. Well,
I can see that a little bit now.
Well, guess what I did?
Exactly.
I did a content on that. I did a video on that. To ask people, and you know the thing about it, and I want to use that as an example, is that there were some people like, hell no, you don't look like Charlie Wilson. And there were some people say, yeah, I can see that.
I can see it. I can see it a little bit.
And my point is, guys, that's content, okay? Do I personally give a damn if I look like Charlie Wilson or not? No, but it's good content. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you can't miss up on these opportunities. Now I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think I look like Charlie Wilson? Huh?
Yeah, we have a poll there. Hey, put a 1 in the comment for yes, a 2 in the comment for no. We don't see how many comments we can get.
Yeah. And if you say I look like anybody else that I don't like, I'm sensitive, I will cuss your ass out on live. I'm just playing. I'm playing. But no.
So people tell me I look like Jeezy all the time. They be like, you look like Jeezy.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'll take it, whatever. Just, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
I need the Jeezy cash, though.
Hey, so put in the comments if y'all think he look like Jeezy. Yay or nay.
Yay or nay.
Or me if it's Charlie Wilson. Yay or nay.
Yeah.
Hey, trust me. Hey, trust me, man. Hey, I'm cool, man, with it. I wish I had Charlie Wilson money, because you know what? And in fact, let's give a shout out of props to Charlie Wilson. This is probably one of the only brothers I know besides Quincy Jones, rather, that has spanned over 50 years in entertainment. You know, he has. I mean, you think about it, he's with the Gap Band. He went all the way through the 70s, 80s. He fell off for a while, but came back in the 2000s. And Charlie Wilson has been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
And it's really unheard of in the music industry. It's a cutthroat business. And so shout out to Charlie Wilson, man. I'm going to tag you in this to let you know, man, we appreciate you. You know, we're going to give you your flowers. Now you're here with us, my brother, and you still hanging strong, man. And shout out to Charlie Wilson and Jeezy. Both of y'all.
Frankie Beverly and Maze too. That's about Frankie Beverly is
man.
I love some Frankie Beverly. He passed away recently, but just an amazing artist as well. I love just good old school music. You can't beat it. So it's like New Orleans is one of my favorite places to go. New Orleans.
I love New Orleans.
You know, Austin, catch some live music. So, is there anything else you want to add? Like what is like a going away tip that we can give our followers about how to improve, what going forward from 2025 on, what can you encourage people to do to get started to grow their community?
One of the things that I do, and this is probably going to shock some people, is block your family and friends. And I say that meaning, I know y'all looking at it looking, huh? I got to block mama? Bye, mama? No. Here's the thing. Is block anyone who makes you feel uncomfortable about doing what you're doing, okay? Really, block them because of the fact that you need to be able to post content without any guilt, any shame. Because here's the thing, if you post content and you are feeling embarrassed or a certain kind of way, the viewer, we're gonna know it, we're gonna see it. And that's gonna show up in your content. So I've had to block some close family, some friends. They want to get on here and high side Joan and all that. Well, I mean, and I'm okay with that to some degree. But I'm out here trying to make money off of this. And I wouldn't let nobody come on my job, my family and friends come on my job and disturb my paper. So I'm not gonna let them hear. Yeah. So that's, if it's one big word of advice, and it's kind of hard, but you may have to block some people. You're not blocking them from the app. You're just blocking them from your content. Yeah. So that's one thing, Will, that I had to learn.
I was just telling Michael before we got started. I was in here shooting a little small video. Yeah. You know, because we about to throw some meat on the grill for the boys here in a little bit. We got the whole team that's coming over here, and I love to cook. So I think I'm gonna start pumping out some real estate cooking videos. I got to figure out how to mash that up. But he was listening to me, and he was saying, "Will, man, you do these first takes like none other." And I was telling him, I was like, "Man, that's just me over time doing it over and over again." But what happened was, like, in the beginning, I told him, I was like, I probably got like over 50, 60 pieces of content that I've literally never posted that are just sitting in my Google Drive. And these are videos like on site at different construction projects, pouring slabs, giving tips on framing homes. I could build a house from start to finish in like 4.5 months. And so I went through this like moment where mentally I felt like I had what's called imposter syndrome. Yeah. I was like, well, I don't really have my website together. I don't have, that many homes I built. And so all of this stuff was mentally playing on me. And then even with the family and friends part, I had a cousin of mine tell me once, he was like, well, you hadn't built that many homes, man. How good you of a home builder are you really? And so it, like, little stuff like that. And I know he didn't come from a malignant place. It was just he was just
But
speaking his mind.
but you thought about it though.
I thought about it.
It stayed with you.
It stayed with me, and even with and not saying anything bad about my ex-wife, but like it would be times that I could record something and she would say stuff like, "Well, you didn't do this right," or "You didn't, maybe you should have did that and that," and I'd be like, okay, I'll just put that up.
And you doubt yourself.
And I started doubting myself, and so I just kind of got to the point where I have, I don't give a fuck attitude to, to speak it clearly about it. Like, hey, I'm gonna put it out there, and I encourage you to say the same thing. Hell, hey, I don't give a fuck. Just put it. If you got it on your heart, you're doing something that's positive. I believe in, doing positive things and moving upwards to the right. If you're constantly progressing, and doing something that's giving value to the world and to your community of whatever niche you're going into, then don't worry about it, man.
Hey, you know what I call that? And trust me, I'm guilty of it, probably more than anyone, because I'm really conscious about what I do, for my family, for myself. But I call that stinking thinking. Get rid of any freaking stinking thinking that you have. Oh, I can't do this. I don't sound right in the camera. I sound like a dummy. Oh, I recorded that wrong. I don't have no content. Or my spouse said this here. Or why you wasting all that time on that tickety talk thing? You ain't doing nothing with that. Stinking thinking, man. I'm serious.
That tickety talk.
That tickety talk. You on that tickety talk? They talk. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say delete those folks, man. Because when you commit to doing this here, you got to be able to do it. But stay away from stinking thinking, because I had a video the other day I did not post because I was thinking it was stupid. And I posted it this morning. And the last time I checked, before we did this live, I was at about 70 comments on it.
Wow.
And close to about 500 views, which is over the normal 200 to 300 range. But that video had only been out for an hour and a half. But do you see what my stinking thinking was going to have me do? I was going to shelve this.
That's amazing.
I was going to shelve this video.
That's amazing.
That I had pre-recorded and done it. So that's the big word of advice as we get ready to close, is post every day. Believe in yourself, engage, and stay away from stinking thinking. And Will, tell them how, because this dude here is a beast. Y'all got to follow him. How can they follow you on all of your platforms, channels, and TikTok?
Definitely. I would say go to sportygarner.com. That's my personal site. You can find, my courses, my books there. If you're in the market for buying a home, or you want information about how to build a custom home, you can go to my main site at New Century Advisors. That's NEWCENTURI advisors.com. And then, of course, you can find my social media, YouTube, at Global Property Passport. With Global Property Passport, it's a cool vibe. I've now blessed with the opportunity I've been traveling more. I just got back from Colombia, and with Global Property Passport, I highlight properties abroad that I think are really great, investment properties for investors. So if you're in the market, you want to find investment properties in various countries, just tune in to my platform, or even if you're looking in the Texas area. So we're constantly highlighting really, really cool homes in Texas as well. So so that's it. And then I've got all sorts of various entry points and a web of stuff.
I did not know. Now, we've been knowing each other for about a year and a half now. I did not know. I always knew he was an intelligent brother, but I did not know that his quality of videos and we got a look.
I'm about to get stuck.
When you do
be the worst for getting stuck by this.
Yeah.
They're not gonna mic.
I threw my mic out.
He just threw the mic off the hat.
So
he just threw the mic off the hat. That is hilarious.
Hilarious. So,
but that's a big watch.
I'm gonna use that content, okay? All right, I'm gonna use that, okay? Everything's content. But, hey, man, we're getting ready to close out because we gotta get this here queue going for these here kids. But man, hey, we appreciate y'all engaging with us and watching this video. Make sure you let us know if I'm Charlie Wilson lookalike and he's Jeezy. But hey, man, thank y'all again. Follow us both for great content. Like I say, we got it. If we have it, you get it, okay? So that's the way it works.
Thank y'all. See y'all sign up. Thank you for this, bro. I
No,
appreciate
thank
it.
you, man. Thank you, man,
Definitely.
for coming together, man, and getting this. Hey, y'all have a blessed Sunday.